Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of The Realm on Minecraft. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Survival on The Realm. As you can see behind me here, we've got basically all of the crops in place. I just need to finish off planting the wheat on the other side of the farm here. But it's looking pretty good now, and as you can see, I've got a farmer in here now as well. I think the other guys actually have died from the main village, which is a bit disappointing, but that's okay. That's why we're doing this, so that we can repopulate the village. I do need to put some slabs probably down here because this guy keeps trying to like jump up, and yeah, he flattens the crops there. So just put some slabs down there maybe and get that all sorted. Everything in here is basically the same. We've just got some lanterns all put down and everything as well. But I was thinking it is time for the next project in the village here. While we're waiting for this wheat to grow and so that we can plant. I reckon once all of this bit is basically mature, like this yellow stuff here, then we'll just knock it all down and use all the seeds that we get to plant this side as well, and hopefully then we'll have a full crop. But this is why I chose to do wheat, because as you can see, you get like this nice colourful field, and then once we've got farmers in here, hopefully this will be like, they'll just be harvesting and planting, so it'll be like this basically for the whole time. I do want to maybe do something different with these lanterns that I've got down. Maybe have some like light posts and stuff, but I'm not really too sure on sort of what design I want to go with for that just yet. But as you can see, I've flattened out a little bit of land up here, which is where we're basically going to have the town centre. I've got a few supplies with me here too, and basically I've taken a bit of inspiration from Skyrim. I don't know if you guys have played Skyrim, but there's a city in Skyrim called, I think it's Whiterun, and basically with all those sorts of games, like the town centre is usually a bit of a marketplace, so I'm going to go ahead and make a marketplace here. Oops, that's too shallow. And I have mocked up some designs in the creative test world as well, so we're going to have a few like stalls around, sort of like so. And maybe just one here. I'm just going to basically sort of lay this out like this. So the stalls I had designed, maybe if we go for maybe a bit more of a gap. So the stalls I had designed are basically just like these spruce planks here, and then some spruce fences that go up and some wool on top, which is pretty nifty. And then most town centers in the games that I play, like, you know, The Witcher, Skyrim, they always have like a blacksmith or some sort of armor smith around in the marketplace as well, or near the marketplace as well. So I think we're going to build like a little bit of a blacksmith here as well. I think it's going to be a bit challenging because I wanted to decorate it with the grindstone and like the anvil and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure the grindstone is a workstation as well, so maybe we'll have to get a couple of villagers to live in the blacksmith, and that way we can use like the smithing table, and I don't actually know what else. Is it the blast furnace is another one? I'm not really too sure, but we'll figure that out, and we'll sort of construct that here as well. I'm going to mock that up with some spruce planks. So if we have 3 stalls, maybe we'll just have another one like sort of, oops, 1, 2, 3. So I think if we have it sort of like that, we can have this path come up past it, right? Like if we have this path come up sort of like up here. Should probably put some planks, yeah, slabs along the path as well, so that you can sort of walk along it easier, especially when there's an incline like that. So if we have that come up through there, and then we can have the blacksmith. I don't really know if I want the blacksmith to have its back to the main part of the like existing village, even though we're probably going to knock most of those down. I think I might have the blacksmith like basically right here. Now the blacksmith is a little bit bigger, so it goes in the entrance. I had offset, so it was like 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So basically each section, so this is actually, I based this off another like building tutorial that I watched, but it was just a 3x3 house. So it would have been like here, and it would have been the square here, and I've just sort of adapted it so that it's a bit of an L shape instead. So that's basically how big the blacksmith would be. So I probably want to actually move that over a little bit so that we can have, because the entrance is in the L shape, so it would have been here. I want to have it so that we can have a bit of stuff outside, like the anvil and whatnot, because they always have, or maybe even like a forge. I don't know how to build a forge because I want to keep it safe for the villagers as well. Like I don't want to just have lava everywhere. But 1, 2, 3. Once we get everything built, we'll play around with it a little bit. I think that'll be a sufficient distance away from the marketplace, and then you can walk over here, go to the blacksmith, buy your goods, repair your armor, whatnot. So then we can maybe have like another stall, like right there as well, and there could be like a little path. Oh, that's probably a bit too tight. Maybe we just go, oops, like, and then you can come in here from the main village, and then this path will just like sort of extend past here. You'll have like a little Y intersection where you can go into here and go into there. I think that's going to be looking pretty good. So I'm going to need to get a few more resources together, like wool, and probably just capture a few sheep. I've got a few leads somewhere from killing some llamas from a wandering trader. So we'll get a few sheep. I want to go with probably like basic colors like browns and greens, like that really like army color green, and maybe some grays as well for like the wool on the tents. But I'm going to collect up some sheep, dye them some different colors, and we'll get building the market stalls first. Alright, so as you can see by the sheep walking around of many different colors, I've basically got everything I need. So we're just going to go ahead and construct some of these. So the way I did this was I actually had, I can't do it now. I actually had like spruce up here as well. Get rid of that. And same on this side. And then I just had like some spruce slabs across here. And I think across here too. And then we just need to get back up there. Maybe from like here. And this is where we put on the wool. So I've got 4 different colors of wool. So we'll put the grey wool on this one. Oops, I misplaced that block. And this is basically all the little market tents are, is just wool across like so. And like so. And then if we get these trapdoors here, and oops, that's slabs, not trapdoors. Trapdoors here. And just place them in like so. Then it sort of allows you to enclose a villager in here. Maybe a little bit later on. Oops, these are actually supposed to hang out a little bit more. I'm going to need more grey wool. They're supposed to hang out past here. Oh. Well, I didn't think that through properly. Because this one's probably a little bit close then. So I just need to move that out. Probably to here. And yeah, I'm also going to need more wool. Oh well, I'll get the rest of these constructed as much as possible. Alright, so that is the market stalls all complete. I've even gone ahead and brought the path around in here as well. And I think what we can do is just put in some coarse dirt in here as well. Just to give it some variation. And I think if we put a campfire in here eventually as well, that would look pretty nice. All these markets and things like that always have campers and things in here. We can also put in like some decorations like hay bales and barrels with item frames, but we'll get all to that maybe a little bit later on after the area is actually finished with this blacksmith and everything here as well. And I'll mix in a few path blocks where the coarse dirt isn't as well. So if we go ahead and do a bit of this, and then just sort of like wherever, obviously I won't be able to get these bits because those are technically trapdoor blocks, but that is okay. What we can maybe do with those is turn those into coarse dirt, because it doesn't really make sense that there would be grass there, right? And now that we've got all that in place, it looks a bit weird there, but maybe we can actually just leave this one as... Maybe we can just leave this little bit here as grass, so that like makes sense at least. And I'll just mark that one. So that is basically this area all done. I probably want to also... What the... How did the pig get in here? You're not supposed to be in here, buddy. So yeah, that is the market area all done. We'll basically just put a campfire in here as well. That's looking pretty good. I'm not really a huge fan of this like pattern though, but I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Oh, bit of single player lag there. It's not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. We might have to get some podzol or something in there as well. But basically all that's left in here is to build the actual blacksmith. But I actually think I want to go ahead and grab another villager to put in the farming area so they can actually start to breed before we sort of get a little bit too engrossed in this project, because the whole idea of building the farm first was so that we could get some villagers breeding up. And yeah, well, I haven't really actually gone and got another villager yet so that we could actually do that. So I think it's about time. There is actually... Oh, I have some diamonds. I got some diamonds while I was trying to find some gravel, because I do need some white concrete a little bit later on as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. What I also need is like a lever or a button, preferably a lever. And I think you need stone for that. Do I have any stone? Do you need stone? You need wood as well. How do you make a lever? That is... Oh, it's sticks. Sticks and stone may make a lever. Alright. So, there is actually a village, another village, off in this direction. I was originally going to use this librarian guy here, but I decided against it. He's my bookcase fella. But there is a village basically, I think like over these mountains here somewhere. Yep, so you can sort of see our little farming area right there, and then there's another village here with some ice spikes in the background, so I know where I'm getting my ice from when I need it in the future. It's also getting into nighttime, but I'm just going to use the little boat trick with the piston here and a lever to lift me up the cliffs, which is actually going to be a bit of a pain here. There's a big area to lift up from, but we're just going to basically kidnap one of these guys once we have a bit of a sleep and get them back into the farming area of the village. Alright, now that we've got this fella back, it's time to figure out where to put his workstation, and I think if we had him looking after like around about this sort of area, maybe if we just put his workstation here, boom, maybe we can actually just take that. Oh, I don't have enough space for it now. And then because I need a spruce slab, right, to put on top of it so that he doesn't like jump in and then ruin it. You can still see the water there a little bit, but that's okay, that's okay. Let's see if he'll pick it up. Let's go F3B so we don't give him a knock. There we go. There we go, just like that. We've got another farm. We'll go F3B again. And this little guy should start picking wheat and planting wheat and then breeding with this guy, hopefully, once they've got enough food each. Well, now that we've played Matchmaker, it's time to go ahead and get our white concrete all set. So, you know the steps. It's step 1, build a giant tower of concrete powder. Step 2, admire the view of your new upcoming village. And then step 3, you want to jump off the side. And then step 4, you mine for your life. Rightio, now that we've got all that done, it is time to get back into the building here. So I'm going to get started with the blacksmith, which we go up for. I actually did look for the guy who did the tutorial for the house as well, that this is sort of based off, but I couldn't actually find anything on YouTube, unfortunately. So if anyone does recognize this build, definitely let me know, and I'll put whoever is credited with the build on the in the description, and I'll also leave a card on this video as well. But basically we just go up 4 here, then there's bricks either side here, and there's actually also supposed to be pillars like right here, except I'll leave this one empty because that's where we're going to have the door. So every block in between these pillars here should be an oak log too, so like that, and they actually should also go all the way up like so. And then yeah, these bricks basically go like that, and then there's slabs either side, and I'll just put a slab there, brick there, slab, slab, and this is just going to continue basically all the way around. And then basically once we've got all the bricks around, I'm just going ahead and putting in like beams which overhang by 1, so just a bit like this. And as you can see at the back here, I actually, with the bricks, I just left a 1 block gap either side and then put the bricks there again. And I think we actually have to come out this way as well and overhang these by 1 too. So it should be a little bit like this. And I also just put some in the middle here as well, so that you can see that it's split up into 3x3 blocks. Then on the inside here, I actually just grab out some cracked stone bricks, and I just place these all the way, basically along the bottom here. That's where our door's going to be, remember? So just like so. Let me know what you guys think as well. Like, do you prefer build videos sort of like this style, or would you prefer them going into a time lapse? I do actually have to go to sleep, so hey, I just came in here to sleep, guys, and look, we have a little baby. I did also notice that when these are like right up against the wall like this, that they can't actually sleep in them because of these slabs, so I'm gonna have to try and figure out a new design in here as well. And then basically once I've got all the cracked stone bricks in place, I've just gone ahead and done my classic like mix in of andesite, cobblestone and mossy cobblestone. So just gonna basically go around like this, and we need them like up top there as well. Next we're just going to come outside and put some spruce stairs upside down up here. Oops, I keep mucking that one up. And these basically just go all the way around here too. And then this is where things actually start to get interesting and start to take shape. So we go spruce, some white concrete, and a spruce fence. And then I actually can't quite remember from here. I think it's like just a spruce slab on top. So it's, we have to also bring these up, I think. I'm actually not 100% sure on what we do here. I can't quite remember, but I do know that it is spruce, white concrete, and then a fence. So it's like this, and then I can figure out the rest once we actually start doing the roof. So I actually took a quick look on my creative world, and I've gone up 1 block too high, so it should be ending right there. So yeah, I'm gonna fix that up real quick. Alright, now that I've fixed that up, we also need some spruce fences down here. Basically just along these 3 right here, right in front of the window. And then we also do take these up to, I'm just going to take them up to the same height as the white concrete for now. And that is starting to look really good. I did forget one thing though, and we actually need some cobblestone walls here. So I'm going to use a mix of like cobblestone and just mossy cobblestone on these ones. Just mostly getting the cobblestone though, just because I want that sort of basic look for these pillars. And they also do actually have to go, oops, not there, just there. So everywhere you have them underneath, you also need them up top. Right, so now basically all that is left is to get up here. I also actually removed these pillars on the inside because now that I've lowered it by 1 block, it's a bit hard to get around in here with those blocks in there. So yeah, that happened. So what we're going to do is actually start off from, oh geez, I think it's this block, and then we have a stair block right here and right here. And then we come across over here, and then we go spruce, another spruce, is it? I think it is. And then 1 block like that, and then we just do the same on the side here. So, ooh, what the heck happened there? Oh, right. And then it was inside, spruce, spruce. And then we just do like a little pattern, which was, I think it was like another boom, and then a boom, and a boom. And so, that is the roof, basically, just like that. I did actually do like spruce as like an outline for the roof, and then oak planks on the inside. So we'll fill that in with oak planks, like so. And we actually will come back to that. So basically what I'm going to do is just do the same on this side so that I can mirror it, and then we'll have the same one on there as well. So we're going to have an L-shaped roof. I'm just going to place these in so I sort of know where I'm going, and then I'm going to fill it all in with wait, that's not right. And then I'll fill it all in with just normal oak slabs and stairs and stuff. And basically all I'm going to do now is just sort of connect it up here with that one there as well. And I just want to have like a bit of an angle over these windows, otherwise it'll cover these windows up, right? So just a little bit like that. I actually probably want to have slabs on top of these stairs as well, so maybe a little bit more like that. Now there you go, with the roof all done, it is actually now just time to get this door in place. And then obviously we still need to do something with the exterior here, but I'm not really too sure what we could do out here just yet. I did play around obviously a little bit in creative. I need to put a wall there, I reckon. Even though it might not match up with this. Maybe I could just replace that with a full block. But yeah, even though I did muck around and ooh, whoa, this guy just spawned in. Ooh. That is actually very handy. I'm definitely going to have to buy some Nautilus shells off him. Yeah, so I did play around in creative a little bit, and I just couldn't really figure out what to do with the interior and the exterior. But this is basically what we're working with inside. I'm probably just going to fill this in so that we have a nice even roof. But anyway, guys, that is actually all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a comment and a like below. Let me know your feedback on whether you like these types of builds or if you would rather me just go into a time lapse and speed it up. But otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.